Well, Slanjivar, everyone. Today is a very good day, not least of all because my youngest daughter managed to freight forward cases of my favorite breakfast whiskey, Johnny Walker Blue Label. Yes, it is consigned for me personally, but I'm not a brand ambassador for Johnny Walker Blue Label, but it got me thinking, a lot of people drink whiskey. But not a lot of people know exactly what it is they're drinking. Fewer know what's actually in whiskey. And just a discerning few choose Johnny Walker Blue Label. It's not for the fact that it's expensive, because, let's face it, it is. I got to think the other day, it's something deeper. It's mystery, it's patience, and precision in every drop. And that got me thinking about the comparison between Johnny Walker Blue Label and Pulse Zen, because Pulse Zen is the Johnny Walker Blue Label of cryptocurrency. A lot of people chase mem coins, pump and dump schemes, momentum trades, but Pulse Zen is something else. It's built for the long haul. It's built to last, and it basically redefines the redistribution of wealth through the pay it forward system. And for those of you who are already in, you realize what this is all about. And just like Johnny Walker, it's pretty rare ingredients. There are no admin keys, for one. There's no hype, there's nothing really. It's just mathematically pure, precise, engineered fund redistribution, mathematically hard-coded, no third party involved. It's just you and the code. And we are at basically an inflection point in history, because AI is beginning to think for us. Robots are acting for us, and crypto is actually building protocols like PZEN that earn for us. Very few understand this convergence. They're all distracted by noise as AI art, trading bots, pump and dump schemes, and they realize what it is that is the most valuable commodity within cryptocurrency, and that is the ability to produce yield. And that is exactly what Pulse Zen does. It is compound interest on steroids. Now look, we are not your average protocol. We've been around for a while. We've not been recognized by mass media. We've not been recognized by the crowd. But you guys are all going to realize, if you're not in Pulse Zen already, you're going to realize that yield is the most important quality of a cryptocurrency, and especially yield that pays you without staking, without, not your keys, not your coins, by putting your coins onto a centralized exchange or anything where you give up control of your tokens. You're crazy. You've got to understand the idea behind cryptocurrency, and that is the ability to control your money yourself. Decentralized finance is all about taking control. You're in control of your own money, and therefore there are risks that you have to overcome. And you just need a little bit of education. That's all you need to become part of the class of people that understand the yield protocol that is Pulse Zen. Things are ripping along this week. We've got the Clarity Act, but we've also got several on-ramps coming on board that I suggested might happen. And you can now buy Pulse Zen directly from Coinbase. And you do that through a couple of protocols, which I'll leave a link to below, because if I say them out loud, you're just going to ask me, well, what's the link to them? One of them is also on my Twitter feed. There's also PZEN.digital. So, we're improving the user experience for getting into Pulse Zen nearly every day. And things are going along swimmingly in the crypto world. You may not believe it, but all the research and the paperwork is suggesting that we are going to see an explosion of fiat into crypto. We're going from total three, which is the measurement of crypto, excluding the money in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's what we're interested in. They're talking about it going to enormous numbers, from about 800 billion to 28 trillion. That is a huge influx of money that's going to come in your lifetime of investing in cryptocurrency. And of course, the thing that struck me the other day was that we've built a system here that is going to last forever. It cannot be stopped. It's out there. It's like a living being. It's going to be like the AI future of money. This is what we are going to be looking at. And, there are lots of historical eras that in the past people have been in and not recognized the fact that they're actually in that era, because it's a bit like the boiling frog syndrome. You don't really recognize things where there isn't instant change. It's just a gradual change. And that is definitely where we are. We're at this unique inflection point in history. I mean, you look at all the monetary systems. If you go back in history a long, long time, lots of monetary systems collapse. And we are definitely seeing the collapse of the fiat currency system, not just in America or the UK, but worldwide. And people will look back in 50, 100 years' time and realize that the start of this huge technological change was in 2024 and 2025. And you are part of it. You don't realize how early you are. Everybody keeps saying, oh, you're early. And you say, well, I've been in this for 2 years. How can it be early? It's early in the history of human evolution. This is a groundbreaking, a incredible change in monetary thinking, in the way of the world, really, how economies are going to work in the future. We're going to see much more robotics, much more AI, and it all started right here just a couple of years ago. And those of you that are early into the system, Pulse Zen, are going to reap the benefits in the future. Everybody keeps saying patience, patience, patience. And I know it seems like nothing's happening, but we're on different time frames. Crypto wealth doesn't come overnight. It doesn't come in weeks. It takes a few years. I would suggest 5 to 10 years before you see anything that's going to be changing your family's finances. But there is one thing. If you don't start today, you are going to miss out terribly. So on that thought, I will leave you on this impromptu broadcast. And I'll just say once again, thank you very much, my youngest daughter, for the freight delivery to the port we were able to sail to. And I will enjoy my breakfast blue label. And on that very note, I will say Slanjivar, and have an excellent, fantastic week and an even better financial year. Slanjivar, everybody. Oh, that is good.